someone who is not lacking rhythm, by the way, is the little Argentine alongside him. Like, master of ceremonies, Alexis Mac Allister for me today, Errol. Just sublime, like absolutely sublime. I said before the game he felt like he was integral, and it's not rocket science the way he's playing at the moment, but he is making Liverpool tick week in, week out right now, and today was another display of that, a display of sheer genius. Like, we spoke about him a little bit in the IMR, but just go nuts on Alexis Mac Allister, because he is just a joy to watch right now.
No, he really is. It's scary how good he is for us at the minute, and how important he is to all the good things that we're doing as a team. And I think the mad thing is, I think everyone at the start of the season was like, how's Mac Allister going to cope without Caicedo? All the good work, like Caicedo. And I think a lot of people overlooked Mac Allister's ability on the ball, Mac Allister's engine as well. I think there was a few things that like I probably wasn't expecting from him. I thought he was just going to be, I was almost expecting, right, we've got the new genie, someone who's going to be really good on the ball, press resistant, be able to just keep us ticking over, but they're not going to be the driving force in that midfield. They're just going to be another really important cog. But he is the most important cog right now in terms of this 10-game running that we're going to go into. His form is key to where Liverpool go on between now and the end of the season for me. And again, it was another exceptional performance. That's even without talking about the set piece and the penalty. Do you know what I mean? In itself, you mentioned that you touched on it on the instant match. The time it takes between winning the penalty and him being able to take the penalty is a considerable amount of time. And within that, he keeps the calm, the cool.
I've had two kids in the time it took him to wait for a pen. I've done the work for two kids. Like, you know what I mean? It's been 6 minutes there, lads.
That was it. But it felt like, for him, it must have felt like an age. But there was never any doubt. Like, he just held onto the ball, he puts it down, he sets it down, and he's calm. And the keeper goes the right way. The keeper even dives early, but you just don't save those. And again, it's just his form now. I think we started to see it before Endo went on to the Asia Cup. He's just like, oh, that's full. I feel like all of our midfielders at some point in the season have really grabbed the games by the scruff of the neck, and they've all risen to the challenge and said, right, here's the mantle, I'll take it. Even Jones, I'll put Jones in that. There was a period where Jones looked like our best midfielder for a number of weeks, but they've all collectively been like, do you know what? I need the mantle for a couple of weeks. Sound, I'll grab it. Your turn, boom, pass the baton.
It doesn't look like he's going to pass it on, though, does it?
It doesn't, but it's felt like the Liverpool midfield's felt like a relay race.
Yeah.
And now you're passing it to Usain Bolt coming into the last 100 metres, hopefully, and you just know he's got the legs to take it all the way. And, you know, they're just the Gatlins in Americans and all. But that's genuinely what it feels like. They've all, as a collective, just pass the baton on, right, it's your turn, go. You do your dash, boom, you do. And they've all just boom, 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 boom. And now it's firmly in the hands of Mac Allister. And he looks so much value for money. And I keep saying, like, everyone's going to say Rice, player of the season. I said, one of my group chats blew up this morning. Another content creator saying that Rice is undoubtedly the signing of the season. Make note that I said, I'll be honest with you, the signing of the season is going to go down to the last game.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
whoever
wins it from that team is going to. I don't really think City are in with a shout as such, because I don't really think they've had a transformative player. Doku doesn't seem like that. Guardiola hasn't done fuck all for them. But I'm looking at Arsenal and Rice, and I'm looking at Liverpool and Mac Allister, and whoever goes on to fucking win it, they went and bought the signing of the season. Whether you went and done your business for 35 mil or you done it for your 100, the value of
difference maker wise,
it's going to be difference maker, 100%.
No, I agree,
absolutely.
Just go on Mac Allister.
Mate, going back to the master of ceremonies stuff, like, listen, he's there in his tails at some point, orchestrating things, but he's got his fucking overalls on at others, going bodying fucking players and Bernardo Silva, and just leaving a little bit on Phil Foden every time. He's got everything. It's like he's got that sort of dog in him that he wants to fucking physically attack you and make it difficult and make sure you know you're in the game.
Even he doesn't look, but he's willing.
And he'll do a little late one like Jota, do you know what I mean? Or Andy Robertson, where he just leaves a little bit on them. Yeah. But then when you put the ball at his feet, it's like he pulls the overalls off, gets the fucking tails on, starts fucking pinging balls left, right and centre.
It's Xabi Alonso-esque, because he doesn't have bags of pace, but with the ball at his feet, the way he can just pull the strings and just orchestrate. It's like, it is light, Xabi light, but it's incredible.
No, just to further highlight that point, like, in terms of numbers, he wins 8 out of 13 ground duels today, so that's good. That's putting a shift in. That's sort of DM-esque numbers. Yeah. But then when you flip onto his passes, like, he's got like an 87% passing accuracy, 82 touches at the heart of midfield, and again, obviously gets the goal and stuff like that. So he's offering everything. Obviously, we've seen him in a more advanced role now, but he hasn't shirked. He's not giving up his defensive responsibility. He's still putting shifts in.
Was you surprised to see him on the right hand side in the first half?
Massively surprised. Yeah, I was nailed on. He was going to be on the left hand
We
side.
had a conversation. Once the Sky put it out, he was on the right. We were like, nah, they've got that the wrong way.
Yeah, I just automatically assumed, because again, I come back to it. The A1 position I felt like we'd signed him for was that left-sided 8 role. He hasn't really played a lot there, so maybe that's why. But he can do anything, basically, can't he? In that midfield right now,
he's the complete midfielder. He is the complete midfielder.
Yeah, he is, absolutely. Yeah, and for me, Chris, like, he's man the match today.
He was mine, because everything that Liverpool did that was good came through Alexis Mac Allister. So, for me, he's an outstanding footballer, and he's got everything that you need. He's got that class, he's got that sort of work rate, he's got that never say die attitude that he can continue 100 minutes into games. He's got that calmness.
His football
as well.
IQ is scary.
Yeah,
he's just outstanding, and like he makes playing centre mid look simple, and it's not against Man City. No. It's so congested. There's fucking 8 lads in there at all times, and the lad today who had the most time and space in that congested area of the field was Alexis Mac Allister again.
No, certainly was. Yeah, and more man the match out for him, of course, in the Discord. Fiacra 16 so Alexis Mac Allister man the match. Absolutely different class. Look, a class above everyone. Passed brilliantly and didn't misplace a pass. Yeah, wonderful performance.
Should have won another pen. Finished his pen as well.
Yeah, he should have won another pen. Whether he'd have took it or not remains to be seen. Steel hair likewise as Alexis Mac Allister man the match. Sounds. Then we'll move on to the front.
I give him a 9.
Yeah,
9.
I always do that when we do the big one. I never remember the number.
9.5.
I think it might be higher.
Yeah, I was going to say 9.5. I would have won.
Had he won that second pen like he should have won,
yeah, it would have been 10.
Yeah.
It was the complete midfield performance. Like, he was the best midfielder on the day, and fucking De Bruyne is on the pitch as well.
But again, when the stakes, I mentioned earlier how stern the test is, it doesn't really get much more difficult when the stakes are that high to put in display of that quality and that class. That's a world class football game he just played. He was unbelievable. So yeah,